Sekusele amahora ambadlwana-ke nje izingane zakuleli zonke zithole imiphumela yokuphela konyaka. Njengamanje sinenhlanhla enkulu yokuhanjelwa ngusonhlalakahle wethu uMam Joy Dlamini. Ake sikhulume naye-ke mbukeli isizwe othini ngalolu daba. Siyakubingelela ehlelweni Sis Joy, kunjani?
Right, all right, Papa.
Siyaphila. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Today is the last day of the academic year. What would be your message to those who actually excelled on this schooling year?
Okay, I would first like to say congratulations. You now see the fruits of what you have invested. Well done, and just enjoy the festive season. Be safe so that you can start again next year.
Unfortunately, there are some learners as well who did not do as well, better as much as they would have wanted. What would you want to say to them, like just a message of encouragement as well?
Just remember that you are more than your marks. You are still that good person. You are still someone who has a full potential. Just because you have failed, it does not mean that that is the person that you are. So I am sorry. It's okay to feel bad. It's okay to feel sad. But this is not the end of the world. Most of us, we have failed in our lives, but we are still here standing.
And also there are many factors. I believe if a learner fails, it's because there are many factors that are contributing to that. Can you please highlight those factors for us?
You know, I think sometimes we take it for granted that we are still trying to find our new norm after the pandemic, which already affected learners. Because remember 2 years back, some of them were learning online, some were not attending. So those are some of the factors. And also emotionally, our kids are going through a lot, which can also impact how they perform at school. And some of the kids from home, they don't have resources that they need, which will also impact them.
So now let's say the unfortunate event has actually happened. How would you, what would you advise to a kid at home to actually do better the next year in case they failed?
Okay, so first of all, cry about it, because probably you are feeling so bad, you are blaming yourself. Then after that, come up with a plan of action for next year. Identify the areas that you need to work on and go back to your teachers and ask them for honest feedback. Which areas do you need to work on? What can you do? And ask for help. You can even go to your friends, those ones who have done really well. Ask them for support. What have you done? What made you to succeed where I had failed? So it is possible to change it around.
And also, I believe parents can actually play a role in a kid's education. How can they actually do that?
You know, I'm just going to be honest. Most of us as parents, we are struggling right now because the curriculum that is there right now is not the same one that we had. So some of the ways we can practically help our kids is to be emotionally present. Ask them what's going on at school. Show interest in what's happening. Then if you do not understand their homework, you do not need to pretend. Seek assistance for them. There are tutors. There are people who are actually good at what they are doing. Outsource that help. If you can help your child, it's okay to ask someone else to do it. It does not make you a bad parent.
Talking about our assistants, let's say, I believe also a professional help would actually be very helpful. So when can they seek professional help?
So they can actually talk to Childline in South Africa. They can even talk to them online. So they don't have to physically go to them. They can send them a WhatsApp and ask for assistance so that they can help them deal with all the emotions that they are going through. They can also talk to Lifeline. They can talk to SABC. Those are some of the benefits of the organizations that offers free counseling.
And also, I see you have a book there. I believe there are many chapters in your book. Is there a chapter maybe that they can actually read from your book that can help them facing the failure?
Yes, there are actually 2 chapters from the Teen Top 25. One, it talks about failure. Then the other one, it talks about setting goals. I remember for me, the first time I failed, I was in varsity. I actually thought that I was going to go crazy because it was not normalized. So it's important for us to understand that in our journey of life, sometimes you will fail despite your best efforts. What's important is to start again.
Sadly, we have actually ran out of time, but it's always a pleasure to have you on the show and just to get your insight. Thank you so much for joining us and happy holidays to you.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I love being here.
Hope to see you next time. All right.